Hello everybody, this is Ryvecha, and I am back with another second channel video. Lego and Fortnite are two of my favorite things, so learning that the two were collabing made me a very happy man. However, while I was disappointed by the Lego Fortnite game mode and consider it a detriment to Fortnite as a whole, I am really impressed by the physical Fortnite sets Lego has put out. So far there have been 5 official Lego Fortnite sets, but only one of them, the Battle Bus, has minifigures of Fortnite skins. Of course, many are disappointed by this, as minifigures for Fortnite skins are probably what most people want out of LEGO Fortnite, especially considering the literal thousands of unique original skins Fortnite has. So I started thinking, what would a LEGO Fortnite CMF line look like? For those of you who are unfamiliar, CMF stands for Collectible Minifigures. Basically, they're a LEGO set which only contain one minifigure, sold for around $5. They're also technically blind bags, meaning you're not supposed to know which minifigure you're buying, but there are easy ways to figure out which one you're getting. Also, while the price is a bit high for just one minifigure, the fact that the minifigure you're getting is unique and contains many exclusive and interesting parts and prints usually makes up for it. The CMFs come out in different series, essentially a batch of minifigures. Over the years, the number of minifigs in a series has ranged from 12 to 22, and there have been several CMF series with exclusively licensed characters from a single franchise. So I think Fortnite is kind of perfect to get its own CMF series. In fact, I'd bet good money that we'll be getting one officially revealed sometime in the near future. But until then, I'd like to speculate and make my own predictions on which skins are going to be in the line. Now, I did set some ground rules for myself. I'll be choosing 22 skins since that's the max amount of figs the CMF line has had in the past. The skin has to be an original Fortnite skin, no collabs obviously. I'm gonna try and get skins from across all 5 chapters so far. Of course, most are going to be skewed towards chapters 1 and 2, but I did want to represent all of the chapters. I'm also not going to be including skins which are similar to the ones we got in the Battle Bus set. Like that set has Jonesy, Cuddle Team Leader, and the Adventure Peely minifigs. So I'm just not going to include other Jonesy, Peely, or Team Leader skins in the series, just to make it more interesting. I'm choosing these skins based on how iconic they are to Fortnite, and if the skin itself is unique enough to justify paying $5 for it in LEGO form, it has to have some sort of interesting design. For example, the Reaper is an iconic Fortnite skin, but as a minifigure it's not really going to be anything special. The good thing here is that most Fortnite skins already have a LEGO design due to the LEGO Fortnite game mode, so we already have a good idea of what a physical minifigure version of that skin would look like, and we can see if it looks interesting or not. I'm also going to include some accessories for each CMF, which will include guns for some of them. I know LEGO and even Fortnite to some extent have tried to avoid including or promoting guns in their marketing material, especially the more realistic guns that you would find in Fortnite. But no matter what, guns are integral to Fortnite Battle Royale, and I do think they deserve to be part of this minifig lineup. And new parts for these guns would definitely be something that would make the CMF line more valuable. Also, I just wanted to talk about the stands. Every CMF comes with a base piece to display the minifigure on. Recently, in some of the themed CMF series, these stands have been changed from the standard all black to having a print that fits with the theme. For example, the Space line had a base plate with a print of stars in space, and the D&D line had a cobblestone street print. For the Fortnite CMF print, I think it would be cool to recreate the blue circles your skin stands on while in the lobby. So with that out of the way, let's get into my picks for a Fortnite CMF series. So of course, for the first pick, we have none other than the OG Renegade Raider. This is a classic skin, this is an iconic Fortnite skin. It is kind of like the face of OG Season 1, Chapter 1 Fortnite. So I think it definitely deserves to be a minifigure. I feel like it would be a really popular minifigure that people would want to pick up. And for her accessories, I think we should go with the classic Fortnite default pickaxe and pump shotgun. Now, the LEGO Fortnite Battle Bus set, they did give some characters pickaxes, but they're using like the already existing LEGO pickaxe mold. So I think it would be nice if we got a mold or even like 2 separate pieces that kind of fit together to make something that's a lot closer to the classic Fortnite pickaxe. And of course, the pump shotgun, you know, one of the iconic OG weapons, definitely deserves to be with the Renegade Raider. Next up, we've got the Red Knight. The Red Knight is also another iconic early Fortnite skin. I was actually planning on putting in the Black Knight here, but I was looking at the final list and it was like mostly male figures, so I switched to gender for this one. And I do think the Red Knight's red color makes it a lot more interesting as a minifigure than the Black Knight. And for her accessories, we'll give her the Red Knight shield, as well as the Red Knight's pickaxe. Next up, we have the Raptor. I think the Raptor is another one of those really iconic classic skins, but it's kind of gotten like buried underneath everything else, you know, as the years have gone by and people kind of don't remember it. But, you know, obviously it is classic. And for such a classic Fortnite skin, we're gonna give him an accessory of a scar. Yeah, so I think you can't have a Lego Fortnite without a Lego scar. We'll also give him the Pick Squeak pickaxe. The Pick Squeak pickaxe is, I don't know if many of you know this, but this is actually the pickaxe that's supposed to go with the Raptor skin, which is kind of interesting because it doesn't really match with him. But I think it would still be cool to get something like that in Lego form. And we'll also give him his back bling as like a molded backpack. Next up, we have Funk Ops. This is pretty iconic, not in the fact that the skin itself is kind of representative of Fortnite, but it's representative of kind of the dance aspect of Fortnite, all the emotes, all the music that's kind of integral to Fortnite's OG identity or original identity. Funk Ops kind of represents that, and to kind of give him accessories that match with that, we'll give him a Boogie Bomb mold. I think that would be a really cool part to get in Lego. And we can give him a boombox, you know, that boombox item that came out in Season X, I think, that allowed you to like destroy builds in a certain radius. I think that would be a cool other accessory for him. And next up, we have kind of a nod to the community, and that is the Dynamo skin, and we'll give her the accessories of the Candy Axe and a building sheet. So like whenever your character is building, they take out a pencil and some like blueprint paper. I think that paper could be a nice print to include. And obviously, this is a reference to the sweat skins in the game, the sweat combo. And then after that, we've got the classic, you can't have a Lego Fortnite series without this minifigure, and that is the Tomato Head. We'll give him the Pizza Pit box as an accessory, as well as the Axeroni pickaxe, and his back bling as kind of like, you know, a backpack mold. And, you know, there's nothing much to say about this. The actual tomato head itself would be a really cool part to get, and definitely the highlight of this minifigure. And where we have Tomato Head, we also have to include Beef Boss. We'll give him the Spatula pickaxe, his kind of French fry back bling, as well as a grenade launcher as an accessory. Like, yeah, obviously, if we have Tomato Head, we kind of have to include Beef Boss. And like Tomato Head, the main highlight of this figure will be the actual burger head, and I think the French fry back bling would also be pretty cool. Another one of the most iconic Fortnite skins that's going to be added to the CMF is Fish Stick. Now, obviously, Fish Stick is one of the most memed skins in the Fortnite community. It kind of has led to a bunch of aquatic skins being added to the game, kind of, and you know, he kind of has to be in Lego form if we're doing a Lego series. For his accessories, we'll kind of include a flopper. That would be a fun mold to get, as well as Slurp Juice. This could kind of just be like a printed 1x1 round blue transparent brick with like the Slurp printed on it, and then cap that off with like a purple tile to represent the lid of the Slurp. That would be pretty cool. And next up, we have Wild Card. And for his accessories, I would include the crowbar pickaxe, and a silver briefcase, kind of like, you know, suitcase piece. Like, they already have suitcase pieces, but getting that in like a silver, you know, with like actual shiny chrome plastic would be pretty cool. And Wildcard is notable for having like 4 different heads, or 4 different masks, I guess, for the different card suits that he kind of wears. There's supposed to be 4 different people, but like, yeah. And this minifigure would include alternate heads. There would be 4 heads in total for each of the card suits. So I think that kind of makes up for a more basic figure overall, because there's not going to be any new parts or new molds for this, because like the crowbar and like the briefcase and like the minifigure itself will be made out of existing parts. But I think adding those heads will make it equal in value to the others. And next up, we've got the Visitor, which is iconic as the first secret skin. He's a very important lore skin. And he would also make for a super duper cool minifigure, because that design is really cool. And for his accessories, we'll include his back bling, which could be a really cool kind of plastic molded with a cloth cape. I don't know if Lego can do that. They probably can, but that would be a really cool piece to get. And we can give him the RPG, like the classic Fortnite RPG, as an accessory. It's kind of like a cheeky reference to the rocket that he launched. And we can also give him a rift to go as another accessory to hold because, you know, he created the first rift in the game. So that would be a proper accessory for him, as well as an iconic Fortnite item to include in the series. So next up, we've got a personal favorite skin of mine, and that is Slumber. Slumber has a really fun and unique design that would be cool to have in like physical Lego form. For this minifigure, I think we could use her pillow edit style. I think that's what it's called. And, you know, I think that's the style that the Lego version of the skin already is based on, so that's perfect. And with her accessories, we can get the Star Wand pickaxe. You know, that's an iconic pickaxe, and it kind of fits thematically with Slumber, even though it's not part of the same set. As well as the TAC SMG as another accessory, a TAC SMG mold. That's because the stars at Starry Suburbs, which Slumber is kind of the unofficial mascot of, when you open them, they have a chance to drop the exclusive legendary TAC SMGs, which you can only find there. So I think a TAC SMG is an appropriate gun to include with the Slumber minifigure. Next up, we've got Bash, and I included Bash because we kind of need like a llama skin to kind of rep Fortnite's llama mascot. And we've got a couple of llama skins in the games, but Bash is kind of like the closest we've got to the classic Fortnite llama. And I think he would match pretty well with the Fortnite minifigure series and be a great addition. And obviously for one of his accessories, we're going to include his back bling, the llama corn shield. You know, would be a great print, a great shield to get, honestly, in Lego form. We'll also give him the Rainbow Smash pickaxe. I think this is Bright Bomber's pickaxe, but they didn't give it to her in the Battle Bus set, so I think having a pickaxe that's kind of like maybe just a basic bar piece with like the llama head on top to represent the pickaxe would be a really cool addition. Now moving on to chapter 2, we're already halfway through our allotted skin count, but it's fine. I think we should include Slurp Bandolette. Now Slurp Bandolette is kind of a random skin, but it kind of represents like the Slurp series. Initially I wanted to have Ripley be included, but you know, I think Ripley could make a good minifigure, but I'm not too convinced. I personally wouldn't want to buy a Ripley minifigure, so I think Slurp Bandolette is kind of like a nice compromise for it, because I think it would be a cool minifigure, and it's kind of more appealing to me personally. So the Slurp Bandolette minifigure, I think currently in Lego Fortnite has like seems to use like just basic, what would be a basic blue plastic mold. But I think it would be really cool if they used like a transparent blue to represent like the Slurp's transparency. And I think that would make it a really cool minifigure, especially like a transparent blue hairpiece. They've done that before for other CMFs, and that would drive up the value of this one specifically. And for her accessories, we'll include the Slurp Hammer pickaxe. This is Ripley's pickaxe, and I think it would be really cool to get like a hammer piece like that in trans blue. And we can also get the Slurp Wrap Scar. Now, this would be the scar piece from the Raptor skin, from the Raptor minifigure, but it would be in that transparent blue plastic, and that's kind of representing like the Slurp Wrap, basically. So I think that would be a really cool way to represent the weapon wrap, and it would also be a really cool piece to get. Next up, you all knew he was going to be on this list. We have Midas. Midas is one of the most iconic Fortnite skins of all time. Possibly the most iconic Fortnite skin to come out of Chapter 2. So, you know, it's a no-brainer that he's going to be in here, even though he's kind of a little bit of a basic skin, but I think it would be really cool if they really highlighted, made the gold on him really unique. Maybe make it, like, have that chrome shine. So, yeah. And for his accessories, we can have a golden drum gun piece. I think it would be really cool to get that in gold for the Midas skin, because he does have the drum gun as his exotic, I believe. And I think another cool accessory would be a golden Black Knight helmet. Now, this is a reference to his character trailer where he turns the Black Knight's helmet into gold and hangs it up on his trophy wall. And I think that would be a really cool reference to include here. And it would also drive up the value of this minifigure, as you know, a lot of people would want to get that golden helmet piece for their custom knight minifigures. After that, we've got Bushranger. This is another iconic, like, Fortnite-y meme skin. It's something that doesn't really appear in other franchises, so I think this would be a good addition. For his accessories, we'll have the Buzzy Bag. Now, it would basically just be a beehive piece, and we'll give him the Honey Hitter's pickaxe. Next up, we have Mancake. Now, Mancake is probably the most iconic skin to come out of Chapter 2, Season 5, and he's also a very unique skin, having that pancake for his head, and kind of having that cowboy theme to him. So I think it would be really cool parts and a really cool character overall to get in Lego form. I think he would make for a super cool minifigure. I think currently the Lego version of him in Lego Fortnite is the other Mancake skin for some reason, or not that. It's like his green style without a hat. I think the style where it's like he's wearing all black, he's got that mustache, he's got that cowboy hat on. I think that would be the best one to get. It would be really cool if we got like a cloth poncho piece for him too. So yeah, I'm thinking that, you know, this would be a really, really cool minifigure to get in physical Lego form. I think Mancake would actually end up being one of the favorites of this series. And for his accessories, we'll include the Josie pickaxe. That's kind of his pickaxe, which is kind of like a gun with I think pancakes skewered on like a bayonet, which is fun. And we can get a lever action shotgun as another gun for him. So yeah, pretty cool. Next up, we've got a story related skin with Dr. Sloan. While I personally like her, I guess, armored edit style a little bit better, I think for a minifigure version, like just her regular office clothes edit style would work well. But yeah, she's only in here because she's an iconic Fortnite skin. She's a major character in the story, so it's only natural to include her. And for her accessories, we can include a proper deagle. You know, the deagle is one of the cooler Fortnite guns, and it would be really cool to get that gun as a Lego mold. So I think including that with her would be nice. And we can also include a rift device. It's not quite a rift to go, but it's kind of like a more controlled version of it that, you know, characters use to switch between realities. So I think including that with her would also be a really cool mold. After that, we've got Robo Ray. Now, Robo Ray is not really an iconic skin for Battle Royale at all. It's kind of just like something that came out in a limited time pack. It's not related to any season, any location, or anything. But this is kind of to represent Save the World, right? Where Ray is obviously a very iconic part of Save the World. So with that, I think, you know, Save the World should get a bit of representation within this minifigure series. So I think Robo Ray is kind of like the best workaround for that, where it is technically a Battle Royale skin, but it represents Save the World, which is pretty cool. And with Robo Ray, we should give her the airfoil pickaxe. Now, this is not her pickaxe. This is like a pickaxe from a completely different set, but it kind of fits her aesthetic really well, and it would be a cool mold to get. So I think it would fit really well with her. And we can give Robo Ray the tack shotgun, like the classic tack shotgun with like those red bits and stuff. You know, once again, I don't think it really fits Robo Ray, but we need the classic tack shotgun as a mold. That's a really iconic gun. And, you know, it didn't really fit on anybody else better, so just give it to Robo Ray and that would be pretty cool. Next up, we've got Unstuffed Guff. I think Guff has kind of become like a really fun, iconic skin of Fortnite, even though it's not really the first one you think of. I think Guff is a very unique character design as a whole. But instead of using the regular Guff skin, I think the Unstuffed Guff, which is kind of like his summer version, would be a really cool skin to get, especially since it has like those tattoos and stuff. I think that head mold would be super cool. And for his accessories, we can give him his pickaxe, which would once again be a really cool mold to get, as well as a Chug Splash, like special brick or something like that. I think, you know, getting that as like a holdable brick would be super cool. After that, we've got the Cube Queen. So the Cube Queen obviously is kind of the main villain of The Last Reality, which is one of the major Fortnite factions. And I think as a design, she's really extravagant and over the top, which would translate really well into minifigure form. And she also kind of represents like the cube parts of Fortnite, and like, you know, the Fortnite cube and like the dark rarity as a whole is kind of like a very iconic part of the game. And for her accessories, I think we could actually include like a little bit of a Kevin the Cube. I was thinking that it could be like a retextured Minecraft head, like Lego Minecraft head, with like the cube printing on it. I think that would be super cool. And we'll give her the sideways rifle as another accessory. Not really something I associate with her beyond the fact that they're both from like the same season and from the same faction. But I think it would be a really cool part to get in Lego. And we go to chapter 4, and there was no competition for this one. The skin for chapter 4 is the Ageless. And the Ageless is to this day, one of the best skin designs we have ever gotten in a Battle Pass in Fortnite as a whole. And he would be really great as a Lego minifigure. Unfortunately, the Lego version of the Ageless is like his base style without the armor or the helmet. And I think a Lego minifigure version of him should definitely include his armored version of him as well as his helmet. And, you can include his hair too if you want to swap that out. Give it a little bit more value. I know Lego does that quite a bit with their minifigures nowadays. And for his accessories, we can include his back bling, which is a shield. And we can give him the option to put that on his back through this special armor mold that we're giving him. We can give him his pickaxe, which is just kind of like a broadsword, which would be a fun Lego mold to include. And we can also give him the Falcon Scout. This was kind of like those robotic falcons from Chapter 4, Season 1. And for the final skin of this series, representing Chapter 5, we have Valeria. Now, I was kind of debating between Valeria and Hope, because I think Hope is like the more iconic skin from Chapter 5. She has a larger presence in the storyline, and she's kind of been around a lot longer, and like has been represented a lot with a bunch of reskins and everything. But I kind of just like Valeria's design a little bit better. I think she lends herself a lot better to being a minifigure. So yeah, I think Valeria would be cool. Her Lego design is not the style that I want her physical minifigure to be in. I think it should be based on the style with like the white coat and the, kind of like bobbed hair. I think that would be a really cool minifigure to get. And for Valeria's accessories, we'll include her pickaxe, which is, kind of like this cane. I think that would be a really cool mold. And I think we could include like a mini version of the Pandora's box, because her role in the storyline was opening the Pandora's box, which kind of just led to everything else in Chapter 5. So I think including that as a brick would be super cool for the Valeria skin. So yeah, those are my picks for what a Fortnite CMF would look like. I think I got a pretty good variety of skins to showcase. Are there any skins that you think would make good collectible minifigures? Let us know down in the comments below. Thank you all for watching, and make sure to like and subscribe. I'll see you guys next time.